Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, thank you for joining and watching, and I greatly appreciate all the new subscribers. You all are so awesome. I greatly appreciate you all so very much. Now I feel the pressure. I gotta be spectacular, supposedly. Hopefully you subscribe and you'll stick around, and hopefully I'll be somewhat entertaining or educational or something, something. Today what I'm going to do is I am going to try my best if I can get this Fabri-Tac to work. I'm going to do me some fabric covers out of office envelopes for some Christmas journals. Hopefully we can get that going. Alright, so then the trick is try to get it not to come through your fabric, so anywhere that it's got like a bubble, try to smear that out. And I think my Fabri-Tac's just all one big bubble, to be honest with you. Alrighty, so this is going to be a little messy, but it's fairly simple and the quickest way to make you a nice journal cover. Now this one I had already cut the sides and mitered the corners. So now I'm just going to flip it over and try my best to spread this fabric out. Because no, I do not iron any at all. You don't really have to, but if you choose to, you can. This is being made from a placemat. I found some placemats on sale at Hobby Lobby at the end of the Christmas season last year, and I thought they would make great journal covers, so that's what I'm doing with them. So I'm going to try to make 2 covers tonight, and if we have time left in our hour, then I got some ephemera that is already set and ready to go. So we get this done, we'll move on along and get some ephemera work down too tonight. Now what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to try my best to put, I want to put green lace in between them. So I'll have a envelope cover outside and an envelope for the inside. And when I glue them together, I'm going to try to put the green lace in between them. That is what I'm going to attempt to do. Let me get this other side done over here before I forget what I'm doing here. And you will hear my kids laughing in the background. My son, he was staying with us for a little bit while they're working on his apartment. And the baby girl are watching movies or what have you. And they just having the giggle fits. So if you hear that, that's what that is. The Rugrats are laughing. Now these two, when they get together, it's either a laugh fest or an argument fest. It's funny. So they'll either be a laughing or a fussing. Because it's the baby and the middle one. The boy's in the middle, 2 girls, bless his heart. When he was little, he used to come running, "Mama, these girls are getting on my nubs." Tell me that the girls were getting on his nerves. It was cute. Poor little fella. I'm going to put a little bit extra on this corner here. Try to get these corners done. Come on, glue. Oh, then you always got the spider web with the Fabri-Tac. I'll snip that off of there. Now this here is going to be on the inside of it. Let me get some of this mess off this bottle. That probably helped me out a little bit. Well, I had to work I've been having to work all week. I'm just a little tired. So I decided to come home last night. I was going to do this last night and wound up falling asleep after I ate dinner. Woke up about 2 o'clock and said, well, dang, I forgot to do a video. Well, actually, I didn't forget. I just fell asleep. And then I said, well, now it's a little too late to try to worry about getting it done and trying to get it loaded up and all of that. So I said, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. You know, so we just doing it the next day, that's all. Because I really wanted to do this last night, because this weekend I want to try to get at least one, maybe two of our red and green journals together, because we got, you know, quite a bit of ephemera, and this is looking like a hot mess over here in this corner right now. But yeah, we've got quite a bit of ephemera for our red and green journals, and I'm wanting to try my best to get one of our red and green journals done this weekend, sewn in, put together, and decorated and all of that. That's what I'm wanting to do. So hopefully we can make that happen. At least one of them, if not both of them. So I do need to have another session of let's make up some ephemera, and then I'll probably have to have several more after that. But that is going to be the outside cover of one of our red and green journals. Both of them's going to have the same outside cover. Now I'm probably going to put me a Santa Claus sitting here in a chair, because I've got some of those fussy cuts that I got from Ginger, what is her name? Ginger Journals. So I got a couple of Santa Clauses that are sitting in chairs that I thought would just be plumb cute to put on there with some lace bits and stuff behind them. Maybe a Christmas tree of sorts or something. So these are manila envelopes, office envelopes. I got them from the Dollar Tree. You can get white. I'm going to order me some white ones off of Amazon, because some of my fabrics that I have, I need a white, because this will show through some of the thinner fabrics. So, and then I also plan to go to Hobby Lobby this weekend to see if I may find me some pink Christmas fabric that I can make a couple of pink Christmas journals with. If not, then we'll just take one of these manila envelopes, and we'll decorate it and cover it somehow or another in a way that we can use it if nothing else fails. Okay, so I'm going to try to center this up from side to side, because I kind of wanted the green bits on the side here. And look, I grabbed two of them. Now, where did I put the, oh, yeah, because that one goes on the inside of it. Knucklehead. So yeah, these were just, like I said, just placemats that Hobby Lobby had on discount after Christmas last year. Oh, I gotta monitor the corners. Quit getting ahead of yourself, woman. So all I do is I just come and cut up to the corner, and then I'll cut into the corner. Just right at the corner. And then these pieces here I'll save. I'll put on tags or pockets or what have you. Maybe put a tag pull. Use it as a tag pull. If you'll see, I'm taking my scissors and I'm just cutting a square out, just right up to the corner. You don't want it right on the corner, because your corner will stick out, but right up to the corner. So leave you about 1/8 of an inch. And then you can take and you just fold that corner into your fold, and it'll be covered and your envelope will not stick out. I know this looks awful ugly in the making of it, but it turns out to be beautiful journal covers. So I'm just saving all my bits and scraps over here, And I'll take and, you know, that'll be a cute little tag pull, or just a cute little piece of fabric on a tag, you know, whatever you want to do with it. Just turn it into something beautiful. Save you scraps, or if you sew really well, you can take and you can take your inside and outside corner bits and make you some page ruffles. I don't sew that well, so I'll probably just take and put mine as some tag toppers and let it go with that, because like I say, I'm not that good at sewing yet, so I'm afraid to try to do the ruffle. I'm afraid I'm going to sew my fingers together. That wouldn't be a good thing. So I have sewn some journal pages together, made a few journals that way. Sewed some bits around some tags and stuff, you know, just practicing basically. I have my very first journal I made out of fabric. I made out of a tablecloth, or not a tablecloth, a placemat, a thicker placemat that I also got at Hobby Lobby the same time I got these last year. And I haven't really been looking in the Hobby Lobby this year that much at stuff, so I may try to see if they've got a few pink tablecloths that we could use. That would work out great. If I couldn't find any fabric that I was interested in, the next best thing would be try to find a table runner or placemat of some sort that we could alter and turn into a journal cover. So you see how, like on the corners here, I'm just taking that bit and I'm folding it into the fold right here, and then I just pull my corner over it, and then I pull the rest of the fabric down. So then we've got a somewhat nice clean corner. Now, if you would like, you would fold these, and you can put the Tim Holtz or the book corners on them. You could do that. You sure could. Just so that they wouldn't fray. Now that bit there is going to irritate me. I need to put some glue on that. We'll touch it up here in a minute. Well, we just touch it up right now. All right, Fabri-Tac, me and you's about to have a fight, buddy. All right, so we fixed that corner. Now I need to wipe my fingers off, wipe my glue bottle off. Alrighty, so this is the Sugar Bell bottles that I've got, because like I said, my hands, I have difficulty grabbing and pinching and whatever. There's a medical term for it. I can't think of it at the moment. But anyways, other than just, you know, I've got arthritis in my hands. What is that? Something, dexterity, something, I don't know what it's called, but anyways, it's carpal tunnel mixed up with arthritis, so my hands don't work that well. And then I have this germaphobe. I gotta clean my hands off when I get something messy on them. Oh, come on. Y'all hear my youngins in there laughing. And they play, they're probably playing a video game, to be honest with you. It's probably what they're doing now. They'll play video games. And instead of playing to win, they'll play to crash each other, just to laugh. So yeah, so I'm taking that outside corner, those bits, I'm just tucking it and folding it up underneath there, and then rolling it underneath and catching it with that Fabri-Tac. Yep, like I said, I know that the back side is not all that pretty, so that's why we glue another piece to it. So now that is our journal cover. Now you can take And you can stitch in this cross, you know, however you would like to make it look like it is a quilted pattern. You can also take the real thin batting, quilter's batting, it's like a 1/4 inch, and put in here and do that and quilt it up. That'd be really pretty, but I don't have any on hand, and I'm going to go on ahead and make my journal covers. So we got our 2 outside covers. Let me glue this little flippy flap down right here. Come on. And if I laid it on its side to keep it where it was, where it would come out, it would just bubble out every which way. You know, Fabri-Tac's got a mind of its own most of the time. So I am just going to lay it over here on the side like that for right now. Okay, so now this is going to be the inside fabric to those journals. And this fabric is a little bit thicker. It came from the Dollar Tree, actually. This fabric did. So now I go around the outside just so when I pull it taut and pull it over, it's catched or caught basically around the corners of it, around the edges, so it doesn't pull it from one side to the other. That's why I go around the edge. And then we're in, see how like it's got that bubble. So I try to go around and smooth those bubbles out, because if you don't, that'll seep through your fabric. You don't want that. You don't want any Fabri-Tac bubbles seeping through the fabric. I think I did that on that one cover, but that's all right. We'll cover him up with a Santa Claus. All right, so now this, I'm trying to get it centered the best I can. Smooth it on this side, flip it over real quick, smooth it on this side, and get that fold out. And see, you can smooth it and get that fold out and won't even tell that it's ever been there. You don't have to use an iron, but if you would like to, you can. But you don't have to. Alright, so now we're going to miter these corners. Like I said, you can tell a little bit better on this. See how I cut right up to the corner? I just cut right to the corner. Oh, give me that. So basically, I'm just cutting an L or a triangle off of the corners. So I'm excited, y'all. When we get these covers, I might go ahead and sew us a I might try to go ahead and sew at least sew the signatures in. Heck yeah. Hope that's all right. I hope I got enough time to do that. Let's see. Oh, shoot. We should have enough time to do that. At least sew one of them in. That's going to be fun. Then we'll have 2 journals ready to decorate. Shut up, y'all. Hush your mouth. I'm so excited. That's going to be fun. And then if we get that going, might be a little bit ahead of schedule. We might squeeze in a few more journals, y'all. Like I said, I don't know. I hadn't even had no thoughts or plans of selling any of these at the moment. I'm just making them because I want to. They're pretty. Now, you know, I may make them up this year, and then when I get myself a little bit more established and figure out, because I really don't want to do an Etsy shop. I really don't. Ko-Fi is, you have to have, you know, you have to have PayPal, Stripe, and all of that. You have to set that up yourself. And that's annoying, you know, because if you're going to offer a platform to sell on, you know, you would think that you would have all of that in with your selling platform. And I'm not knocking Ko-Fi in no way, shape, or form. I am not. Don't take me that way. But, you know, for someone that I don't have Stripe and I don't have this and that and other. You know, I had a PayPal, but I don't think it's right that they charge you to cash your own money out. That's annoying too, you know. But that is the way it is, you know. And for security reason, I get it. I understand it. Yes, I do. Because that's why I'm thinking for sure. Because I do have a, what is it, eBay. My son set me up an eBay thing, eBay store thingy. So I'm going to try my best to get journals put on there. And he has offered to help while he is staying here. And I was like, well, we got to get our schedules figured out, you know, when we're off. And then the thing with that is I got to figure out, you know, there is really kind of no flat rate shipping because these journals, all of them, some of them they all weigh different because, you know, the amount of ephemerates in them or embellishments that's on them or in them or what have you. So I got to figure me out a box that he says I can get from eBay and ship and all of this and that. And he said, and then if it's, you know, you can, the main thing was I was thinking of overseas because I do have quite a few overseas viewers. And I do not know as such as how the shipping works for that. So I got to check into that. You know, it's a lot to go in, you know, to the selling platform and stuff of making the goods and that. I just enjoy making pretty stuff, pretty much, is what I like. Like I said, I could care if I sold one or not. I'm just making them. They're pretty. So that makes me happy. So I'm happy for right now. But like I say, if you do see something that you want and you just, you know, you're like, hey, I want that, honey, contact me. I have a email that is linked below my channel. And I also have, what is that? Instagram. I have an Instagram. You can contact me, message me there. And we'll try to get something figured out. I've had a few people actually that has contacted me on Instagram, and I have sold a few journals and sent them out, and has went very, very well, very pleasant. Okie doke. There we go. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. Oh, love it. Oh, love it. Okie doke. So now let's get our lacy bits. Where you at, lacy bits? Come here. Okay. All right. So that is. And then I want a bright green. Yep, there's a bright green. Now, well, how we want to tie you up. Ooh, let's get a red tie on it. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let me put you over here again. Oh. Let's see that green. Ooh, that green's pretty too, ain't it? That green match, or does that one match? I don't know. This one looks a little bluish green. So we put you back in there. Let's see what we got. Oh, the crinkle. I'm sorry, y'all, the crinkle. Yeah, see, that's a little. I'm gonna throw that out and put it in one of these zippery bags. Okay. Yep, that green matches good. Okay, let's look at this. Ooh, crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Alright, so I need to get 2 baggies. That's the small ones. There's the big ones. Usually I got my little pink tabletop So I've got these little work trolley carts I got off of Amazon. They're pink. And they have like the tier tray things in the bottom of it. Or like there's 2 trays where you can store stuff, and then it's got a flat top that has a topper on it and a drawer. So now let me see if I cut that in half. I can put that around on the side bits, and then I can take my red one and put it as the tie on it. Or can we do, let's see what we're gonna do here, y'all. Can we do that? Do the red and the green? Shut up, that's what we're doing. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okie doke, because I can split that in half. And I can put the red and the green sticking out of it. Okie doke. Well, come here, you, so I can measure you. And I'll measure it on the top, because as soon as I put it in there, it's going to get stuck to something. Alright, and then if it's any little bits dangling here and there, we'll just clean it up. Okay. So then I'll just need one of these cut, because I'm going to cut this in half. And I need to cut me another red bit. Actually, I probably need to cut another piece of you, like twice the length of the journal, don't I? So I can have red and green tie. 1, measure it again, knucklehead. 1, 2. It's just a rough estimate, because I'm going to put it on the front and the back as the tie to it. And I'm probably going to do both of them like that. Just because. Okay, so then I need this piece. 1, 2. And then I need another one of you to go over here. Okie doke. So, yeah. Oh, come here. Now I got the fumble fingers. I can't get nothing worked out because I'm in a hurry and I want to get it done. Okay, let's put you over here. Alright. That one and that side. I need to cut you down the middle. Okay, so then that will go like that, and then that's going to go there, and then these two I'm going to leave together, but I'm just going to cut them. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit y'all. So these 2 bits I'm going to cut in half, and that's going to be my journal ties. I hope it will be enough to tie them. Probably should have done another length of the journal, to be honest with y'all, but I think that'll be enough. Oh, dang it. Messed it up. I got it on there and jerked it up. Knucklehead. Okay. And I'm just cutting it straight in the middle. That's what I'm doing. If I can get it to lay. Just lay on the other piece. What are you doing? Stop. Sometimes you have to be very demanding to your crafty items. I'm just cutting you about in half. Okay, so now what I'm wanting to do, and I'll probably wind up putting corners on these bits here, But I'm going to glue these together in the middle first. Okay. Y'all hear my kids laughing. They are something else in there, just a giggling. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm going to glue them together in the middle. And then I'm going to put the sides together. And we'll even them up the best that we can to make sure, you know, the corners and the ends and all this and that match. And we don't have one that's really gaping over the other and all of this and that. There we go. And I think that is going to be it. So then I'll mush it down in the middle. Alright, so now I got my side pieces. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take and put our ties on first. Okay. So I am going to go pretty much in the middle of it here. Eyeball school of measuring. So see why I do that in the middle? So I'm going to put this right here. This looks awful messy. Yes, ma'am, I know it does. So then I'm going to run a bead of Fabri-Tac down the side here. So when I put my I'm going to put my lace bits on. Let me get my spatula bit because I'm about to get real messy here. Okay, so we're going to take and we're going to lay this red one down first. Okay, I need a wipe. Now, after you do this with the glue, let your glue dry. And if you want, you can go and you can sew around your edges, okay? So, but, you know, like I said, oopsie, not throw the Fabri-Tac at y'all. I am not that good at sewing, but I may try to attempt it. So now where I put that on there, I'm going to right over top of that again. And I'm going to take and put my green on that. I'm going to take my spatula here. And I stole this idea from, ooh, don't you fold over there. I ain't ready for you yet. I stole the silicone spatula idea from Gail Agostinelli. Because, you know, I don't like Fabri-Tac all over my fingers. Oh, goodness. That's what takes me so long to make covers, actually, when I do this, is because I got to get that off my fingers because I can't touch nothing else. Alright, so now we're going to even this back up here. Try to get these ties in the middle of it again. And we're just going to go right up to the edge of the journal. Come on, glue. And we're going to glue about an inch of it. And then while I'm doing this, I'm gluing the corner here all the way around to get these glued together. Looks awful, awful messy. Very, very ugly. Yes. Okay. don't you know, I put the, well, this one here, this is going to be the outside cover of this, because you know why? Look, I put the green was supposed to be on the other side. So I put the green. That's fine and dandy. That is just fine and dandy with me. I like that, y'all. All right, let's fix this up here. Oh, I like it a lot. Okay, so we're going to smooth that out. Get that Fabri-Tac, and then I'm going to pick it up, make sure I don't have any Fabri-Tac smushing out on anything. Actually, that looks pretty good. You can use either side as the cover, to be honest with you, on this one. But my intent was to have the green, you know, ruffled up on the outside. Okay, let's clean our Fabri-Tac up. So now we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the other side the same way. All right. Yeah, because see the green here is supposed to be ruffled like this on the outside, and I put it backwards. So that is fine and dandy. Once it dries, I'll make this the cover to one, and then this will be the cover to the other. So they're not, you know, exactly the same. You know what I mean? That's okay. And then on the next one, I'll remember, hey, knucklehead. Well, no, I can't, because, you know why? Because the tie is right there. Well, that's still fine, because, look. Let me look at this a minute, because if these are going to be tied, yeah, you can still do that. That's fine. Normally, I would have the tie up underneath this, like I was trying to do. I did this part right. I did that part wrong, but it's going to be worked out just fine. Flip it over and shut up. Thank you for whoever yelled that at me. Just flip it over and shut up, woman. Okay, so now I'm going to peel this back. Actually, just going to fold that a little bit so we can get in here and work. There, my youngins are laughing. Y'all hear them? Okay, so now there we go. There is our, it's a tie piece. We're gonna fix this the same way we did the other side. I'm not changing it up now. Okay, so tie piece is gonna be kind of right here in the middle. And if you need to, look, you can lay this right here, and that'll tell you where your tie needs to go, pretty much. So you just do it right up against the edge. Alright, so now I'm going to run me a strip here to put my lace on. Excuse me. Now if my lace is, you know, like I said, a little bit longer, then after it dries and that, we'll snip the little lace bits off on the corner that hang over. It ain't no big deal. Alright, so then we'll take, we're going to run another bead of lace, or another bead of glue to put our green lace on. I think I got that on there just a little bit too far back. Let's pull you out some. It's okay. And I'm running this right at the edge of the book. I'm going to use my spatula this time. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. Alright, so then now we'll just go back We're going to do our top and our side bits up here, over top of the lace. And come down. Make sure that we catch our fabric on the sides here. And then right here in the middle, we're going to do right here for our tie. Okay. You just lay over here for a minute. I know, like I said, this looks quite messy, and it is. So if you're alrighty, so yeah, let's wiggle you down a little bit there. Alright, mush it, close it up. Alright, so I'm going to pick it up. Make sure we don't have a bunch of glue seeping out on this side. That's pretty, y'all. I love that. Now you can take and put the lace all the way around the cover if you would like. That is, you know, your personal preference, whatever you would like to do. So now when we fold this, see, that's going to be like that, and with our covers, oh, it's going to be pretty. Alright, I don't want to fold it quite yet because it's not nowhere near dry. Alright, so now remember we got the long bits, the long sides. So we just take our Fabri-Tac and you just go around the edge of it, put your Fabri-Tac in there. Just pick it up. Can y'all see? Yeah, pick it up. Run your Fabri-Tac along it right there. And that will glue that down. And you just close it up. Just close that up. And then we're going to do the same on this side. You just pick it up between your envelopes. And just run your Fabri-Tac in there. Right up about to the edge of it. And then you just take and mash it together. I always set it up and go along it that way just in case if I got any Fabri-Tac somewhere that I didn't want it, so it doesn't get glued to anything else. Now I'm going to clean my fingers off really good. So I don't get anything else on the outside of this journal. Let me clean my Fabri-Tac up. I probably need to refill it. Clean off our spatula bit here. Alright, so now at this point, what you'd want to do is if you want to sew around this, I would let this dry pretty good for, you know, maybe overnight. Because, you know, depending on how much Fabri-Tac you squeezed in between them. But I would, if you're just going to use it as is without any sewing on it, I'd let it dry for about a good hour, especially in the middle, so it won't pucker, buckle, you know, and hinder your fold. So now you can use this as the front or this as the front. I think on this one I'm going to use this as the front because, like I said, alright, so I think I'm going to try my best to fold this. So what I do is I'll take and meet the corners up. See, I'll meet the corners there. Let me get my bone folder. So I'll meet the corners. And then I'll take my bone folder and I'll run along in the middle of it and press it down. And I'll pull that bone folder out and press like that. And I'll turn and do the same thing on this side. I'll put my bone folder in there and push it to the fold, And then I'll pull my bone folder out, and then I'll run over top of it. And there's our journal cover. Heck yeah. So see how I put that bone folder in there? So then your fabric, if it didn't catch really good, because see, it moves still. So you put that bone folder, and then when you fold it, it keeps that from where your signature is going to be sewn in. It keeps it from buckling and having like a pucker or a misfold or what have you, or a bend in your fold. Oh yeah, I like that. So then this will be our tie on the front. It may not be, oh yeah, it will be enough to do a bow. Just your face. A small one, but it's small and cute. So yeah, so then there's going to be our bow. Now depending on how much we put in here, which you all know, we gonna shove this sucker full. I always do. I plan on doing, you know, anywhere between 10 to 12 pockets, 5 or 6 on each side. And I like to have at least a journal card and 2 tags, 3 pieces of ephemera in each tuck spot or pocket. Belly bands will be one big journal card. So that'll be the outside of one of our red and green journals. And then the other one, we'll use this as the outside. And that will be the inside cover. And we'll do the same with the lace bits. Except on the other one, I will have, you know, the red and green flipped over. So then when it folds, you'll have the green and the red. And then I might do the ties like that again. That works out pretty good on the outside, so it doesn't mess your, yeah, I actually like that. It's pretty good. Okie doke. So, what time is it? 47 minutes. Hush up, y'all. Look at yonder. But now, like I said, if you wanted to sew around this, you could. And you can take and run on an X on this. That would be a really cute pattern. But now, remember, you want to sew one side and sew the other side if you don't have the same pattern. Because when you put them together and you sew, the pattern's going to show on both sides. Okay? That's the only thing. So I would sew it, let it dry, and then, or glue it, let it dry, and then I would do, you know, the X pattern to make it look quilted. And then on this, I would probably do, you know, like just a crisscross maybe. But yep. Yeah, on this one I would do run the gold trims. That would be cute. Make like a box pattern. But yeah, so that's our journal cover for one of our red and green journals. I'm going to go ahead and cover this here. Oh, we got a few more minutes on here. Just get it done, y'all. May not put it together and do all the lacy bits to it, but I want to get it covered. And then, then we'll start, at least we'll have our journal covers for 2 of our red and green journals ready to go. Heck yeah. That is awesome. That turned out really good. So excited about that. Okie doke, here we go. Usually it takes me, come on, fighting with the glue and then trying to get it off my fingers. That's what takes me the longest about making a video of doing covers, is because, you know, I want to show you how to do it and how to fix it up and that. And then I gotta sit here and get the glue off my fingers so I can touch something else. Because if not, then, you know, the glue, I'll be sticking to everything. The fabric will just be sticking to me. I'm going to put a little bit more here in the middle. Now you can stop them bubbles like that if you just take and put your tip plumb down to your paper. But it makes an awful scratchy racket, which that makes a scratchy racket in and of itself too. Okie doke. So here we go. Flip you over, buddy. Alright, so I'm going to try to get it centered up the best I can. always try to pull the sides out with my thumbs underneath, and then I'll put the fabric, or put the envelope down on the fabric and flip it over real quick before that glue catches, to smooth out any folds, especially if you don't iron. That'll help you get some of them folds out of that mess. Okie doke. Then we flip it over, and we're going to miter the corners again. I think this one would be really pretty with the lace bits. And then, I don't know, this one I think would be pretty for like the Christmas tree one. Because the one, you know, is like the red and green lace. And the other one is, that I've got, is like a, kind of like a Christmas tree theme. Basically, it has Christmas trees, and it has the little ornaments and such in it. I think it's real pretty. And I was like, well, you know, that would go really well with pretty much all of the red and green ephemera bits that we've been making. And it'll just go right on along with it. So that's what I chose those for. To, you know, be a little easier on myself. Okay, so I'll take my fingers and I pull it tight over the edge of the envelope, not folding the envelope up, and then just pull it down. Then if you didn't get enough Fabri-Tac glue on there, you got bits that's down here hanging, just take and run you another bead of glue on it. Come on, glue. What are you doing to me today? And then you just smooth that bit down, and that's it. So I always try to start on the short ends, because it's easier to fold the longer ends when you have time to get that corner folded up underneath there and get it stuck, than it is to do on the shorter ends. Okay. And then if you get some glue down throughout it, it doesn't really matter, because you're just going to glue it together to something else anyways, you know. You're just going to glue it to the envelope, and it'll just be okay. But like I said, you know, that looks really, really messy. But, you know, I put a little bit extra on there just to make sure that it holds, does not come apart. And you can pull and jerk and yank on these ties all you want, and they ain't coming out. So, but if you want to secure it a little bit better and a little bit more, you can take and sew around the edges of it. Just make sure your sewing machine will withstand that sewing, because this is thick. Alright, so see how we got the corner here, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it over, glue it down. And I may have to put a little bit more Fabri-Tac on that. Right there in the corner. That's what I'm going to do. Fabri-Tac spider webs. Okay. So we'll come over here to this corner. We'll do the same thing. We'll take that corner, we'll fold it underneath, and put it down. I need more Fabri-Tac right here. You know, Gela Gustinelli really makes this look easy, y'all, but it's not that easy. Especially if you don't like your fingers being messy and nasty. It's aggravating. Okay. Because, like I said, once you get that Fabri-Tac on your fingers, it sticks to everything. Everything you touch picks it up. Alright, we got one more side, and I'm going to glue these together, and I'll probably go on ahead and get off of here. And while I'm doing this here, I want to say thank you again. So grateful for all of the new subscribers. I don't know what happened overnight, like the one video I did about the Christmas wrap cover. It just like blew up. And then, like, all of a sudden, I have, like, all these subscribers, you know, and I don't know. And then, like I was telling Miss Betty in the comments, I was like, you know, it was a blessing and a shock, because I was like, you know, some of my videos do really, really good, and some of them is like, you know, no, it don't, and I don't understand why. And it's mainly, it is just the algorithm messing with you. It really is, y'all. And then I was afraid, like I said, that it would think I had bots or what have you, or, you know, went and created a bunch of accounts or whatever, and started subscribing to my channel. I don't know. But I do want to say thank y'all so much. And I don't want to say that I've worked hard, but I do have a full-time job where I work 40, the least is 40 hours, unless I'm sick and on a doctor's note. But the least amount of hours I work at my regular job is 40 hours. Most of the time I'm scheduled 45 hours, and then wind up working 50. But, you know, I am truly grateful, because I do this when I come home at night, because, you know, I love crafting for one thing. And this started out as, you know, I make like I said, the folios and the mini albums and such for my grandbaby, for her you know, recording her her events throughout her young life. And so, you know, at Christmas I make folios and photo albums for, you know, for my Christmas presents, for everyone to put their pictures of the grandbaby in. Even my ex-husband, the kid's father, and his wife, the baby mother, because Jordan's husband and the baby's mother are all cordial and all co-parent together, and it is a wonderful, beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful for that. Alrighty, so there's that cover. And like I said, I'm going to put the, that one's wanting to not line up exactly right. What's wrong with you, buddy? Alright. And so see where I got that little smidget of glue right there and on my finger, but right there, I'm going to put a Santa Claus on the front of that. But anyways, I want to say thank you all so much. And we're going to get on off here, because YouTube don't like it when I shoot over an hour-long video. So I'm going to get off here, and thank you again. Y'all have a good night, and I hope I was helpful. And I hope you new subscribers feel welcome. Thank y'all so much. We'll talk at you tomorrow, y'all. Thank you.